shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets.
I guess go ahead and start with just telling people who you are.
Okay, so I'm Jack Cruz, 25 years old. I play Division III paintball with Raze. This is my, I guess I'd say, second season. I played half a season with them last year, and then this is the first full season with them. I've been playing paintball for 10 years fully, including my time in the woods. Took a break when I went to school and then came back, and this is my going on, I think, third year consistently playing X-Ball.
What's your role on Raze's team? What position do you usually play?
I play. So I came on starting as an attacker on the tip side, and I've kind of developed myself as a player. So I can play the tip on the D side, the 2 on the D side. I've been playing the 3 a lot this season, as well as up the middle. For
like people who maybe don't know paintball, let's say like the tip. What is their role?
The tip is essentially get down the field. Find exploit weaknesses in the other team's game plan, and get down the field, close out the points, do a job. Do your job. The role on the 2 is help the tip get down the field and execute the game plan. And the 3 is kind of the quarterback per se, and he puts it all together and makes sure the communication bridges from one side of the field to the other. In the middle is just a cannonball, man. You're there to set a trap and get kills.
We're gonna take a second and glaze you a little bit.
Fine.
So you're probably one of the hardest working people in paintball for Michigan, at least, right? I think most people who know you would probably say that. You're usually playing 3 to 4 times a week, whether even during the winter.
Yes.
Why do you play so much?
It's an escape, man. I mean, not even just an escape for, I love my life, obviously, but it's a constant battle with yourself of improving, and you put in the work and you see the effort and you see the results. Like, that's addicting. Like, is so addicting to see results. So the more work I can put in, a big rule I live by is the 10,000 hour rule. So I want to hit that 10,000 hours, and I want to hit it consistently, and I want to have I have a goal for myself, and that's make it as far as I can in paintball. And I'm going to play as much as I can. And a big thing that stuck with me listening to podcasts was Rainey always talks about, like, you get to play paintball, you don't have to. So as soon as it becomes a time where I have to play, I'll take that break, right? And that keeps me motivated to keep going, to keep that mindset of you get to play. So as much as it sounds like a lot to play 4 times a week, 5 times a week sometimes. This week was 5. I only skipped Tuesday and Sunday. It's Easter, but I'll play whenever I feel I have the urge to play, and when I don't feel like playing, I don't. So it's just kind of, it's the love for the game. I don't think there's any other sport like it that hooks someone like this.
With that being said, something we talk about a lot, so you practicing 5 days a week. Paintball is different than most sports, even though some people like to say it's cheap. It's not. So it's one of the only sports where you're paying for a case of paint to shoot every single time. We pay, your field's a little bit different, but if you go somewhere else, 50, 60, California is like $100, whatever it is, It's an expensive sport. How much do you think you spend per month, if you're okay with saying that?
Yeah, I don't mind. So it varies. Over the winter, I was budgeted to spend close to $700 a month. It was like $350 a week, playing. And that's because I'm playing indoors. I'm supporting a business, which I have no problem doing. But I don't really have a full grasp on a number this summer yet. I just really started, taking budgeting seriously because I want to have the longevity of paintball, and you got to do the hard things and budget and the uncomfortable things to keep that longevity going. I don't know. So I'll put it down like this. When I come in drill, I'll buy a case of paint, and I usually shoot some days half a case, some days a full case. But the thing is I'm intentional about it. So if I shoot a half case and I know I want to be here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'll work on things with my friend. I won't do a lot of, running and gunning, anything that off the break shooting, anything that involves me shooting a lot of paint. It'll be a lot of lateral movements, one ball snap, figuring out where that first ball's going, and tracking that rather than, just shooting paint. On the other coin of it, if I've got, it's like, okay, I'm going to buy a case and I'm going to shoot this case today, then I'll work on running and gunning and shooting a little bit more. But really just being intentional with what you do and being smart about where you're putting that paint and what it's going towards. In terms of, I look at it as like a skill bar, right? So what skill bar do I want to add to today?
Real life Sims.
Yes, exactly. RuneScape.
Yeah, there you go.
RuneScape, not Sims. RuneScape.
Who do you think is a bigger RuneScape fan, you or AO?
Oh, AO for sure. I would.
Is AO better than you at
AO's
RuneScape?
much better. AO is. We'll put it. AO's the rainier RuneScape, man. AO's the rainier RuneScape.
So same thing as like, they have the NFL and stuff where people make a lot of money. Paintball's not like that. So you're putting in all this money to most likely not make any money, right?
Nope.
I think you touched on that a little bit already, but like why? You know what I mean?
Love of the game.
Yeah.
I have a belief it could be something, right? But I'm not banking on it.
Yeah.
But if I can be that beacon of light and that, I'm just, just a player in Michigan. Hope to be something big in paintball one day, but we'll see, one step at a time. But if I can be that beacon of light and that smile on the field that, someone has a great time playing paintball and they remember, oh yeah, like this guy was super cool to me and like let me use this gun and like we had a lot of fun. Like if I can grow the sport in that way, just one rental player at a time, like that means the world to me, right? Just growing the sport.
That kind of goes into the why do you play paintball? Like why have you played for 10 years? Why did you come back? Why do you keep?
Well, I got into it with my dad. I was given gear when I was a kid. Against my mom's knowing and will. My mom did not like paintball, but me and my dad did. So we shot at each other in the woods, and then that was kind of where it started. And then I went and played at a local woods ball field for a bit. Played there for like 3 years. And then I got asked to play a tournament when I was 15. And I played my first tournament, and I was scared to death. It's a bunch of older guys I was getting beat up on, but I loved it after that. I just kept playing. I didn't want to get beat up, I think that was the one sport where I knew I was young and not to be ageist, but I was faster and I could be faster than these older dudes playing paintball. So I just thought my athleticism, I could be a better athlete than them. Yeah, but then I went to college, and I think most people do with paintball. They take a little break. This was like a 3-year break. And then out of the blue, I got asked to play a tournament if I wanted to come and play. And I said sure, and I went and played another just little local 5-man tournament. And yeah, I was hooked from there on out. I was at practice every weekend then from there, and the rest is history.
So when you were younger, that's one of the cool things I think about paintball is with guns in general, they're an equalizer. So it's really cool. We have kids like Micro Machine and Nano Machine who are young, and they can whoop on these older guys because you don't need to be stronger. You don't need anything like that. You can just be good with a gun.
Yeah, the gun is the great equalizer. That's one thing I always tell them too is, like don't be afraid of who is on the other side of the field. Like you can shoot them just as much as they can shoot you.
Yep. So like what would you say to like a mom or dad who are scared to get their kid into paintball? Why should they?
Oh, that's tough because it does hurt, right? People are like, oh, it doesn't hurt that bad. It stings, man. Like, and especially like when you see your kid get ran down and like put 4 in, like that sucks. But honestly, the lessons, man, like paintball's taught me so much about life and just like growing as a person. It's taught me like resiliency. It's humbling. It's everything you can think of. And, growing as a player and developing yourself as a player also relates to things in real life, like how you address people and how you, carry yourself and just that. Like it's more than just a game to me. It's a learning lesson. It's a lot of learning lessons.
What pro player do you want 1v1?
Oh. I'm a fit fanboy, so I would probably want to 1v1 Chavi because I think he would destroy me, and I wanna test myself.
You want to go pro? What pro team would you want to be on if you had that choice? Your Uprising boys?
I like them a lot. I love Meterman. I love how he plays, and his interviews are great. But really, that's tough. That's really, really tough. Because, I don't want, I could be like, oh, I want to play on impact because you can play with all the greats. But, like, I want to shoot at them, right? Like, I want to, I think that's the cool part is, like, testing yourself, right? So, I guess fit. Like, I love, like.
Oh, it's so easy to choose fit because they're winning.
Right. No, I think really it's just because of, like, their dedication.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I align a lot with, I think I align with how they are as a team and, like, a family-oriented thing. And, yeah, so fit. If you ever see this, man, I'll move to Texas. I work remote.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I got. Is there anything you want to say?
No, man.
Cool.
Play paintball. Try it.
Oh, yeah. Let's hope this edit doesn't come out shit. Dogs or cats, which one's better?
Oh, that's so tough. I started with cats and then went to dogs. So, really, oh, dude, you're hurting me here. Don't tell Mabel and Elmer, my dogs, but I think cats are better. They're a little bit easier to maintain.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
Horse-sized duck, because I think that neck is it's a weak point.